Hello, friends. We're back with Neocab. For anyone who wasn't here for the last stream, I love this game so far. I'm really, really excited to continue it. Bit croaky there. I'm gonna try and do a quick recap of what happened last time, but I feel like it will probably come to me as we get into the game, because I seem to kind of like semi-forget stuff between streams, which is really annoying. But from what I remember, the basic premise is that you are a Uber driver in like a future city, and the city is called Los Ojos. Yeah, I remember. And like if you see the little, well, you can't see it because my camera is covering it up, but I'm sure it'll come up later in the game. The Neocab logo, which is like the company that is Uber in this future city, has an eye on it, and Los Ojos means eyes. And there's a whole theme about capitalism and surveillance and fascism and everything, and I had a really good time last week. Like, the game is really cool, it's really interesting, we had some really great conversations about it, and yeah, I'm really interested to play on, so let's get into it. We finished night 1 and we're on night 2 now, and this main character whose name, I think it was Lena, she'd come to the city, like, she literally just moved to the city to live in with her friend Savvy, who they haven't talked in years, and something happened between them, but we're not 100% sure what it was. And I remember this now because this is super important, and also I really hated it, and I talked about how much I hated it. Savvy gave us like a mood bracelet that's supposed to show the whole 4 emotions that a human can have, because Savvy was like, yeah, this way we can know what's going on with each other instead of like, I don't know, like talking about it. So there's that as well. And Savvy like said that she needed to do something for work, like she had to go to a club or something, and then she's disappeared, so we had to find somewhere else to sleep, and that's kind of where we left the first night. She said that she needed to do something, and then we did some work, did a few Uber trips, and Neocab trips. And she seems to have disappeared, so we have to sleep somewhere else. So that's where we're at. Okay. The memory of what happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. The desperate text, Savvy's smashed phone. I tried to quiet my mind and just feel into my body for a second. Ugh, this wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she'd ghosted, but this felt different. And I knew basically nothing about what her life in Los Ojos was like. Savvy was headed to a nightclub, but its name? Total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work, whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night, scribbling in my journal app until my hand ached. Maybe I'd seen that symbol on her phone before after all. I don't remember what the symbol was, but I'm sure we'll find out. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down, and a neighborhood. As long as I met my Neocab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job and leaving LO as a total disaster. I mean, not 100% your fault, because your friend did kind of put you in a shitty situation. Beep boop bop. Beep boop. Deactivation risk for... Oh, yeah! Oh my god, I'm suddenly angry about it again. We did 3 trips, and I got 5 stars on 2 of those trips, and some motherfucker, some sad motherfucker who was talking about a pain worm, and how a pain worm was gonna come out of the subway and eat the city, gave me a 3-star rating, just because I wouldn't wallow in sadness with him. I'm still angry about it. Sorry, I'm still so angry about it. And seeing my driver rating and the deactivation risk just made me angry about it again. Whew, okay. Deactivation risk. First warning. Neocab drivers should maintain a rating of 4 or higher to avoid deactivation. I am so angry at him. I am so mad at him. This is all his fault. Okay, so we gotta do 3 rides. Let's start our shift. For anyone who's new to this game as well, you have like conversation choices in the cab, and like how you navigate the conversation can influence your rating, which obviously influences I mean it's just how Uber works, right? So if you have a low rating, then it's gonna be bad and you could lose your job and you won't get as much work and stuff, so it sucks. I've kind of been playing the game to just, I know that that's a risk, but I've been kind of playing the game to just say what I feel like I should say or like want to say, instead of trying to like think too much about that. But I think that that's 100% like a valid way to play the game because that's how real life works. But yeah, so yeah, I did. I gave Gideon a lift, Liam. I think that. And Aganon. Yeah, I think it was those 3. I think it was just those 3, yeah. And I got 2 5-star ratings, and this motherfucker gave me a 3-star rating. I'm still angry about it. Okay. Our feel grid is this is the range of human emotion. Current status, you're in between red and yellow. You may be feeling arousal, excitement, or anxiety. Between red and yellow, you are beginning to feel agitation that could either be positive and negative. Your heart rate is quickening, and symptoms such as faster thoughts and more impulsive reactions may occur. Steer towards an appropriate quadrant by visualizing how you would like to direct your energy. Okay. Oh yeah, one of the other things is that depending on your emotional state, that blocks off certain dialogue choices, which is like interesting, but like, yeah, it's interesting. You'll see. Hello, how are you feeling at the gift? Oh no, we've already been through this. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, let's go home to the home page. Let's see if we've written anything else in our journal. Holy shit, okay. Rise, pain worm. WTF, I found her phone. The sticker and this. Oh, okay, it's like a, I guess this must have been the symbol. It's like a cog, and then there's something in the middle. It looks like an insect of some kind. Where have I seen this before? Cult shit happening, man. Last night, dropped off at 9 p.m., rich person dorm. That was Gideon. Gideon was like a 13-year-old girl whose fascist mother had put her in a robot suit that she couldn't get out of. But also she was really like, I mean, I picked her up because her profile picture on Neocab was an anarchy symbol. And she was an anarchist, but we had some interesting conversations because she was also definitely like not very receptive to being interrogated about her own whiteness and her own like wealth, but whatever. It was a really interesting scene though. Jace never texted dates. I think Jace is the guy that Sabi is seeing. Sabi seemed upset. I kind of fucked up at work. Where? Found phone smashed with weird sticker. Azul's tattoo. Azul. Oh, Azul was the person who they were part of like an activist group or something, and they got in trouble, and then we gave them a lift to get them away from the police or something. Radix, I don't know what that means. Sabi, where are you? Last text 2 a.m. Oh yeah, she was like, Lena, come pick me up as fast as you can, and then I couldn't find her. Damn. Okay. It's all coming back to me. Okay. Let's zoom out on our map and see what's up. So our fuel is doing fine, so we can do a cab trip and then go from there. Okay, I mean, it looks like there are only two options, and that person's the closest. But let's check out their profiles. So, Una St. Clair, 5-star rating, all things to all people. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Carlos Wong, 4 stars. I'll fix what ails you. Okay, red flag. Let's give Una a lift first. That's less fuel as well, so it just makes sense, and it's close to us. It just makes sense. Let's go. I need to get to the cadence, and I need to get there fast. What's that? Oh, look at this outfit. What is going on here? Like, what is that a brooch? That's a lot going on. I forgot what she said already. A hotel? I don't know. It's the casino. The big one. I remember when cab drivers were expected to memorize things like this. Oh, she's one of those. I guess I'll try to be polite for now, even though I definitely want to be catty. I'm new here. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just pressed for time. Okay, at least you know that was rude. Ooh, Meep Morps, tech, face tech, computer brain, heads to Frontera, north side. That was a straight shot, easy trip. Oh no, don't go that way. Okay, yeah, she is one of those. We got a Karen in the car, guys. Raja Niemi Square is a mess. You can barely get through. Oh, I keep changing my mind. Is she being considerate about, like, and telling me that there's bad traffic or roadworks or something? Or is she just being shitty? I can't decide. And these dialogue choices are making me decide. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about. Must be some warning on her hollow space. I can go around. Would you like me to take Jean Street or Flambeau? Choose one at random. Sure, okay. And I do mean random. As random as you can make it. Weird. This was a whole different kind of backseat driving. Psychological. Lena's little face is like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? I whispered eeny meeny miny and swerved at the last moment onto Flambeau Street. Not John? You said to choose. Wait. Ah, yes. That's just what I needed. What is going on, lady? Are we... So I chose correctly? No, I was desperate for a bit of chance. A dose of entropy. Okay. Randomness, you know? Why is she, like, constantly smirking? She's got this, like, perpetual smirk on her face. I don't know what's going on. Resets my mind. Sometimes one finds oneself in a rut of predictability. It's true enough. Tell me about it. It's why humor is such a bomb. Comedy is based on the unexpected twists. I guess. Not always. Comedy can feel pretty predictable and formulaic at times. Interesting method. How about I pick a number? Yeah, I guess it depends a lot on what kind of comedy we're after, because sometimes the sitcom, for example, is like really... Ooh! Hey Charlotte! Thank you so much for resubscribing, being subscribed for 5 months. It's good to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? How's your day been? How's your week been going? I forgot what she said. Between one and hippopotamus, why not? Between your hippocampus and mine, thank you. But no. Not that kind of randomness. I need chance with real stakes. What the fuck is what is her deal? Which is why I'm zooming down Flambeau towards a casino. Yes, but now I'm not sure it will work. The stakes there are high in monetary terms, but they don't actually matter, don't you find? Well, I guess if you're rich. You know, I don't think this lady really, I don't know. I'll stay quiet. I don't know what's going on with this lady, and I don't know if this lady really cares what's going on with me, so I stayed quiet. You've never been inside a casino, have you? Technically, I have not. No, the casino definitely isn't gonna work. I need to find some entropy that matters. Oh my god, she's so annoying. What? Why? What's this all about? Well, it's simple. Almost obvious. Something is wrong with the world. Gonna stay neutral on this one. And going down Flambeau instead of Jean can make it right. No, but it can help me troubleshoot it. Chance has a feeling. Like 1,000 tiny lightning bolts on a cellular level, like you're tumbling through space. Surely you know what I mean. What does that mean, lady? Maybe because ooh, week off sounds good. Yeah, I mean, a week off when you're moving house is not really a week off, but I'm glad that the move is going well. Glad to hear things are good. And good luck with starting your new job. I hope it goes well. Why me? That's a shame you don't know. You're the one who's being weird and cryptic, Karen. Uncertainty is the most exquisite sensation you'll ever feel. That's a fucking lie. Spoken like someone who's never had anxiety. When it's not terrifying. The unknown, right now that was savvy, and that was most definitely mostly terrifying. Okay, but what's the world's problem exactly? Sadly, I fear our timeline has become tangled. Oh my god, what is this? Time travel shit? Got a haircut and found some secondhand Doc Martens that fit me perfectly. That sounds like an amazing day. Yeah, sometimes starting a new job can be good. Starting something new can be good, right? So I'm glad you're looking forward to it. The universe is made of infinite timelines, always branching based on the tiniest decisions. It's perfectly coherent and stable. Ooh, it's getting meta, because that's how video games work. As long as the branches remain distinct. I waited for her to say more. So you see the obvious danger. Obvious is not quite the word I would have chosen. I feel like I often feel like I'm on the same page as Lena, like even outside of me making choices for her. Or as her, I guess. So if our timeline is tangled up with another one... If our timeline is tangled up with another one, can there be two Lenas in one timeline? Technically, yes. Statistically, no. But certainly the Lena driving this cab might not be the one from my timeline. Okay, I'm kind of into how just unabashedly weird this is now. Actually, I'm into it. The same could be true of other people too. Has anyone you know suddenly changed? Is there time travel stuff happening? Is that what's going on? Or even disappeared? Now that, Una, is a good joke. Yeah, but I mean, it's Uncanny Valley because your friend disappeared. I thought as much. Tell me what happened. It should help me calibrate. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell her. I told her what happened with Savvy. Oh, that made Lena a bit sad. It moved us a little bit towards the blue. I was supposed to move in with my best friend and she didn't show. And now I don't know if she's in trouble or hurt or maybe just the worst. Hey, Evelyn. Howdy, howdy. So you didn't miss much. We're on day 2, and still no news about Savvy, and I'm just doing some neocab shifts, and I picked up this old lady who is talking about time travel and entropy and stuff, and she's kind of zany and shit, and it's like, at first I was a bit like, okay, what? And now I'm kind of just into it. She listened like my story was feeding her. Maybe I'd get 5 stars out of it, but it was a little creepy. I better get 5 stars out of it. I'm still fucking pissed about Painworm Man giving me 3 stars. So your friend just vanished? With no explanation? None. Painworm. Oh, when I get to a break where I can click on the journal, remind me to click on the journal so that I can show you the painworm illustration. And you don't know how to feel about it. It confuses you. Okay, lady, just get out your tarot deck already. Enough of this foreplay. Wouldn't you be confused? Perfect. Perfect. I don't know if you caught the part where I said she might be hurt. She ignored me. Thank you. I'm glad that you thought that was funny. I'll probably clip it later. I thought it was pretty funny too. Now this next part is crucial. If your friend hadn't disappeared, where would she be right now? I don't know. I just moved here. Please, just guess. Think in terms of chance and what, if, and maybe. Let them wash over you. Okay, alright, fine. I can tell she was never going to drop it. I might as well indulge her. Okay, if she hadn't just blinked off the map, Savvy would probably be... I don't realistically know, because I don't feel like I know Savvy well enough. Obviously, like, I as the player versus Lena. And I don't know, because, like, I'd like to think that she'd be here in my car, because I'm interested in, like, rekindling our friendship and finding out kind of what happened between them, and maybe trying to repair things between them. But I don't know. I kind of feel like the way that Savvy behaved, you know, when we saw her was a bit shitty, so I don't really know if she would be prioritizing our friendship. But I'm gonna pick the one that, like, I hope, you know, so I'm gonna say here in my car. Right next to me in the passenger seat, just cruising. Savvy blowing perfect vape rings out the window. Calling out compliments to everyone, whether they liked it or not. We'd be blasting some cheesy mix from high school. It would have been awesome. Yep, that's exactly where Savvy should be. She'd be right here with me. She looked around the cab as if she'd just noticed it. She would she? Don't call me out, okay? Don't call me out. I remembered Radix and what Savvy had said about being anti-car. I've been called out. I knew that the other one was more likely. I felt like the other one was more likely, but I just wanted to have hope in friendship. Okay? Definitely. Well, drive me around then. Let me feel her absence. Damn. I passed the turn that would have taken us to the casino. It's fine that this is a visual novel, and as I've said many times, it's an absolutely stunning, dynamic, incredible visual novel, visually. But it would have been so fun to have a driving gameplay element, like to be able to drive around the city. That would have been fun. Una sat like a statue, looking straight ahead. It wasn't the look most packs get when they're reading their screens. Sorry, I forgot that packs is what she shortens passengers to. But then she was reading Space-Time. She's reading Space-Time! I told you, she's not reading tarot cards, she's reading Space-Time. Of course. So this woman is a queer elder, basically, is what we've learned from this. My mind wandered and I thought about all the maybe savvies and other timelines. She could be doing so many things. It was part of why I wanted to move in with her again. Maybe pork buns, hipster dive bar, dancing to a DJ set. I mean, I am not much of a party person anymore, or a drinking person anymore, so my personal preference would be the bottom one, except for the fact that I don't eat meat. But again, that doesn't really feel like Savvy's personality, because she seems to be into partying and stuff. But again, I'm just gonna go with what I feel like and not overthink it too much. So maybe just splitting an order of pork buns at some hole-in-the-wall bao shop. Oh, I really want bao now. We'd be racing to call each other pork buns. Move it, pork buns. Oh, that's made her angry / agitated. Looking good, pork buns. Interesting. You can pull over here, dear. Thank you. This was interesting. You know, I really do feel like I would play this game again, like, at least a couple of times, because I would really want to know what some of the other passengers are like, and what some of the other, like, the same trips with the same passengers are like, but with different options, because, I don't know, it's good and intriguing, and I really like it. That was good, very useful. I wish I could pay you back in kind and help you locate your friend. Information is obscenely undervalued against coin, don't you agree? Any clue would help. I've got nothing to go on. I mean, in the nicest way possible, you also look like you can afford to both pay me coin and also pay me information. You don't look like it would be a dent in your pocket. So, I've got nothing to go on. Well, I can't tell you where she is, I'm afraid, but I can tell you where she was supposed to be. Emotional insight instead of cold hard facts, huh? What are you, my therapist? At this moment in a stable timeline, she's at a terrible Berlin techno-themed club called Stan's Machine. Okay. Stan's Machine. Am I saying that right? It's not that far from here in any case. You're unbelievable, Una. I think I can use this. Based on what? I don't know. But why not try? Think nothing of it. It's merely a byproduct of my work. I have more questions than answers. So I have to ask, are you a witch? Obviously. Are you a witch? No, though you're not the first person to think that. Because everything about you screams witch. In the best possible way. Just a quantum statistician. Ah, boo. Boo. She's a witch. She's totally a witch. Think of me as an accountant, except the spreadsheet is very, very large. No, I really prefer to think of you as a witch. And you can be simultaneously rich and broke. What? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think I could handle that kind of uncertainty in my Capra cash account. Oh, don't worry about that. Counter-espionage is quite lucrative. In any case... Wait, back up. Counter-espionage? Ah yes, with a little time, a little luck, and just the right entropy differential, no secret is safe. The only way to protect your communications from a quantum statistician is to hire a better one. And I'm the best there is, so... I had so many questions. You'll see, I really must dash. Thank you for the ride and the story. This timeline is indeed as unstable as I feared. And we might even be able to fix it. Wait, we might fix it? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why is she leaving? I have questions. She slid out and walked up the sidewalk away from my car, zigging and zagging as she went. Incredible image. It looked random, and the sinking feeling in my stomach, that felt very, very certain. If there really were infinite timelines... Yes, choices do matter. I'm not going to pick that one. Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of, like, alternate timeline stuff, like, choices 100%, like... Anyway. Where did they branch? I think that that's the best question. I reached for my phone to find my next packs. Time to choose again. Yeah, she's great. I mean, it was a weird encounter, and I was uncertain how I felt about it the whole time, but I think I enjoyed it. 5 stars! Still that motherfucker painworm guy. That fucking painworm guy who gave me 3 stars. That's the only person who hasn't given me 5 stars. Jerk. Thank you for the honesty and the entropy. No problem. Yay! I'm out of the red. My rating is 4.5 stars. Now in Les Rouge. Okay. Yes, the painworm illustration. I'm gonna get it up for you now. Here it is. Rise! Painworm? Question mark? Little crossed out eyes and little tears. Rise! Yes, OMG is correct. It's amazing. It's weirdly cute. Painworm, my beloved. Okay. No password is safe from the Quantum Witch. Love that. I love the little Illuminati eye twist as well. Okay. Feel good. How we doing? You're in the red. You may feel anger, fear, or disgust. In the red, your heart rate is elevated and you may have symptoms of tension, blah, blah, blah. Try to take deep, slow breaths. Cool. Thank you for that really useful advice. Oh, to be the Quantum Witch. Yeah, for real. Wish that were me. Okay, so I don't know how time sensitive it is to go to Stan's machine. Because I'm kind of... Oh, okay. So I think that before I was choosing between the two because the other person is gone now. Sam Lucas, just setting up my neocap, 4.5 stars. Fiona Park, my idea of a good picture is one that's in focus and of a famous person. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've pretty safely, like, avoided white men as much as possible so far, and I'm gonna keep doing that. And I think I wanna, do that before the main plot, so I'm gonna go give Fiona a lift. If it moves, it's Capra. Oh, that's ominous. I pulled up to a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and an arcology. I bet the place was full of Capra swag and expensive produce. Oh dear. Wardrobe crisis. Please wait a minute? Thanks. Oh dear. I hoped she wouldn't take too long. I should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. Maybe with a nice sour cider. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Where was she? Oh, I've gotten more angry. What was she thinking right now? I'm sorry. Thank you so much for waiting. Oh my god! What a serve! Sorry, what a look. Oh my days. What a look. Okay, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Look at that! Fucking lights in the hair? How cool is that? I would wear lights in my hair. Amazing. Love the lipstick. Love the purple eyeshadow, the strong liner moment, and the dress is nice too. Wow. And the highlight is literally glowing as well. Like, it's literally like glow in the dark friggin' highlight. How cool is that? Was this the standard look in LO? I hope so. It must have taken her hours. So this is a neocab car, huh? First time not riding Capra? Yeah, I needed to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like medium weird. If that's okay. Go for it. I couldn't handle any more weirdness tonight. Oh, okay. I'm too angry to be enthusiastic, apparently. I could only manage a shrug. Okay, I know what that means. What did I say? Nothing and also everything. God, what was I thinking? I'm a mess. Oh, I feel really bad now. Damn, I should have sensed that she was vulnerable. I was distracted. I wasn't even supposed to be driving anymore tonight. I'm sorry, it's been a weird night. No, I'm sorry. I'm being crazy. No, you're not being crazy. I want to listen. Tell me. Tell me what's on your mind, please. I'm so sorry. I just cannot cry in this makeup, you know? It's a pretty amazing look. Thanks. It's kind of a long shot. I'm meeting my boyfriend for the first time. I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. It's not weird at all. People do that all the time. We started vid chatting one day just for fun on one of those sites, you know? Sure. 3 months later, we talk every day, and it feels like we just fit. Like, when something happens, he's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday night now. So he flew here to see me in person, which means time for his first impression of me. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever done this before, so I'm not sure. But it's not like his first impression of you. It's like his first impression of you in person. But, like, you already know each other. Like, I know that, like, knowing people online and knowing people in person is different. But, like, it's just different. Like, it's not invalid to have, like, gotten to know a person and become intimate with a person online. That's fine. I get why she's nervous, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's more me being like, I would want to assure her of that and kind of tell her that that's okay. So what's his name? I met my partner through Twitter. I feel like it's pretty normal. Yeah, it's totally normal. Like 100%. I think people who act like it's not normal are weird. They're the weird ones. I mean, it's just I think it's a really interesting thing as well, because I think it's also like, certainly for me, for a long time, like for most of my life, like I didn't have many friends in person, like at all, and most of my friends were online, and like I had crushes on people online as well that I'd never met in person, and like those relationships, like honestly, like without them, like I don't know, like I wouldn't have had people to talk to or hang out with or share interests with, you know, for like a long time, and that was really important to me. And like now as well, like I know so many people, like including like a bunch of you guys, who I feel like close to, and that is real. Like it's not the same as in person, it's different than in person, but it isn't any less real, and it isn't any less like intimate and important and valuable, you know? It's just different. It's not less. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. How do you even find people IRL outside of uni? Yeah, for real. Ever since leaving uni, I've been like, oh, I really want to like meet new people, and I've met like a bunch of new people online, and that's been great. Like I've met a bunch of new friends online, and that's made me like really happy and stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know how to meet people in person, really. So what's his name? Dre. Oh, your whole face just lit up. So cute. It's just a little complicated. When we started vid chatting, I had my filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyway. But then I just never turned it off. So he's never really seen me, you know. I spent hours programming my animesh to match the filter. I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? Oh. Oh, girl. She looks so sad. Yeah, I've made loads of pals online, especially through the pandemic. Yeah. Now more recently, more than ever, right? It's been such a thing. It's beautiful. Thank God I could tell her that. Thanks. I spent a lot of time on it, tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your animesh? It looks super custom. It's very custom. It's my DNA. Shut up. This is just how I look. You're not wearing nano foundation? But what is this future makeup? What is this like cyberpunk makeup? What is nano foundation and how does it work? I need to know. Programmable particles that can take on any pigment. Developed by marine biologists who studied cuttlefish. Basically adaptive camouflage for humans. I'm processing. Wait, don't cuttlefish do that to avoid getting eaten? Or to avoid being seen by what they want to eat? Yeah, I get it. The symbolism is totally messed up. I mean, I don't want to, like, try to imply that I think that wearing makeup is bad, because I love makeup. I love makeup, and I think that if you want to wear makeup, fucking wear it. But I think that the fact that she never... I mean, she probably hasn't, like, deeped this yet, but the idea of her boyfriend never seeing what she just looks like, is a lot. Like, I don't know, if you're that serious about like a partner or something, then they should probably just see what you look like, because I mean, it'll happen eventually, right? Anyway, I want to see their makeup tutorials too. I want to know how to look like that, like for real, 100%. Like the purple, the lights in the hair, everything about this is, I want to look like that. I want to know how to look like that. Bunch of friends online, and some of them are better than in person. I had friends I had for a long time. Yeah, I totally relate to that, for sure. Yours is more like a cuttlefish. I think that the bottom two, the way that they're framed, especially when people say those things in real life, can be really annoying. Like, oh, you don't need makeup. I hate it when people say that. Because it's like assuming that people only ever wear makeup because they, don't like the way they look. And that's stupid. I really think his opinion shouldn't matter so much to you is maybe a bit dismissive, because it's not like it doesn't make sense to care about what your boyfriend thinks of you and like your boyfriend finding you attractive. So I don't know if I would say it like that. Like, I kind of get the sentiment, but I don't think I would say it like that. So I don't know. I don't really know how to... So I think I'm just gonna go with the top one. Like, I wish I could say, you look amazing, and of course you care what your boyfriend thinks about you and you want your boyfriend to find you attractive, but I hope you know that, you're as like beautiful without, you're beautiful either way, and at some point your boyfriend is probably going to see you without makeup, and that's fine. And if when he does he's a dickhead about it, then that's on him. But I'm sure that because you guys are really close and really serious and you have a great relationship, I'm sure it's going to be fine, and I'm sure he'll still love you, and I'm sure he'll still think that you're beautiful. And I think that that's what I would say. Yeah. It's a tricky one because of course his opinion matters, that's her boyfriend, but also if he's only with them because he thinks they look a certain way, then dump it. Yeah, exactly. That's the sentiment of what I would want to say. But I don't think that those options are really giving me all of that. So I'm just gonna go with the top one. Well, I'd say yours is more like a cuttlefish. Am I right? That was terrible. Amazing. Oh, I really like her. I've just been on enough dates to know that look people get when you go in person and they're disappointed, It's because people are assholes, okay? Their face kind of falls and their eyes go a little flat. I don't know that I 100%. I think I kind of know that feeling. I personally don't super vibe with online dating. I've only been on a couple maybe of dates with people that I met online, and it was just kind of blah. But to be fair, I wasn't super into them when we were chatting online either. So, and I was just kind of yeah, I'll go on a date, I guess. But I wasn't particularly into them when we were chatting online either. So I don't know. But I'm just gonna connect to her and be like, oh, I relate. So, oh, I know that feeling. And I feel like I do know that feeling in other contexts, right? So, trauma. Then they smile too big and act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know right then it's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose to chin ratio is totally perfect. Girl, don't talk eugenics to me. I know that you're not doing that, like, intentionally, but that is what you're doing. I don't love a lot of these options, because I think it's rough out there for everyone feels kind of dismissive, because it's not like, you know, there aren't certain things that make dating harder for people. But also, yeah, I don't really want to say I think it's rough out there for everyone. So I guess I'll just thank her, even though it was a weird compliment that I didn't like and made me feel uncomfortable because it's phrenology. Thanks. This is where you tell me to, like, just be myself, right? No, I hate how people say that. Like, yeah. No, I hate how people say that like it's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. A meaningful silence or why meet up now? You know what? Why not chat some more? So why meet up now? Well, he's actually moving here. Lucky break with his job. Can you turn on the cab light? Sure thing. She rummaged in her purse and pulled out a packet of wet wipes. I never meant to have a screen boyfriend, you know. She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Nothing wrong with a screen boyfriend. I am the on-call sysadmin for 3 different companies and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping the anti-mesh from her face. I hid a smile as I watched the digital Fiona melt away. Yeah, she's still cute. That makeup was fucking popping, but she's still cute. A lot of the guys are creeps or bots. I also really, I kind of enjoy that I didn't have to, like, be really weird and, like, you don't need to wear makeup, blah, 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 to encourage her to feel differently about it. Because that, yeah, no thank you. But Dre is always traveling for work. Otherwise, he'd have been snapped up a long time ago. He's a total 10. You're a total 10. Look at you. I'm like a natural 6 and enhanced 8. Oh, come on. I mean, I get it. Self-esteem issues, I get it. But you're hot. She rummaged deeper into her purse. A part of me wants to just say you're way more than a 6. But also the rating thing is bullshit. So, well, because like the rating thing, like, implies obviously that you can, like, quantify how attractive someone is, and that is always based on, like, fatphobic, white supremacist, disableist, like, whatever, like, ideas about, like, beauty and stuff, right? So, I don't know, I guess I'll go down that route. That whole rating thing is just a trap, don't you think? Like, who came up with the numbers? Some drunk frat boy 50 years ago? They thought toilet paper was a good idea. Cold out. So fuck their judgment, right? Well, when you put it like that... Oh god. What's wrong? My glow shadow is in my other purse. Oh shit. Shit, I didn't want to go into this barefaced. I just wanted a fresh start for a few swipes of color. I remembered the little makeup bag I'd thrown in my purse before I set out for LO. That felt like sometime last year. I might have a glow shadow in my purse. If she wants to wear makeup, she wants to wear makeup. Okay? Really? My queen! I took an eye off the road to grab it and hand it back to her. Watch out! I got it. It's the cutest color and a little goes a long way. You're gonna love it. Cute! Do you like it? Yeah, it looks great. Oh, or do you? Do you? It's technically still a kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed her lip and checked her reflection in the rear view again. You keep the glow shadow, okay? Oh my god, really? Thank you, thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Do you know who said that? For the love of God. Oscar Wilde is always a safe bet. Close. Andy Warhol. Oh, of course Andy fucking Warhol said it. Nice. Oh, there's the bar. Good luck. And have fun. Fun. Is that what this is all for? Fiona flashed a devilish smile at me as she walked away, the first real one of the night. I saw she had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. That was just a nice little interaction. I really liked it. Aw. Gave me 5 stars. She's honest, a little too honest maybe. She's so nice. Like, in a real way, I appreciate her trying to cheer me up. My queen saved my life tonight! Sorry, that's so wholesome. I'm her queen. That was so wholesome. Oh, that made me really happy. Yay. Okay. The game kind of passive-aggressively told me that I should just go look for Savvy, so maybe that. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my field grid, deep yellow-green. I had it in me to push for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. Push on! Obviously, I just to be clear that I am not advocating for overwork. I am simply playing a video game and want to see more of the content in the video game. But obviously, in real life, go to bed. I decided to push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. Okay. So, our feel grid, we're in the yellow. You may be feeling confidence, pride, or joy. In the yellow, your body is humming with positive chemicals, giving you a head-to-toe buzz of happiness. You will be less sensitive to pain, think more quickly on your feet, and enjoy witty banter. You might also be less empathetic, less patient, and more self-centered in your thinking. I think it's weird to imply that when you're happy or confident or whatever, that you might be less empathetic. But whatever. Regulate your excitement by remembering to connect with others around you. Journal. What's in our journal? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Andy Warhol and Fiona. Animesh. These little drawings are cute. Map. Oh, fucking Liam. Fucking again. Okay. Let's zoom out. Oh. I'm not giving Aganon another ride after the shit that he put me through. Fucking 3 fucking stars? Bullshit. I'm gonna go to Stan's machine because I don't want it to get through the night and then I've dropped that lead, because as much as I want to learn more about these people, I do want to find Savvy, so I'm just gonna go there. Hardstyle dance club for all-night DJ sets, hypnotic techno, and inscrutable dress codes. Tourists, stay away. Let's go. Stan's machine was all dramatic haircuts, pounding bass and scowls, and that was just the outside. The bouncer loomed in front of the door like a boulder. Given my complete lack of a poker face and an outfit that was still more Cactus Flask than Louis Rouge, I didn't look the part. I'm not gonna bribe him, because I am not exactly rolling in cash. I could pretend I'd left something inside. I took a breath and... Hey! It's Azul. Hey, Neocab. Hello again. You lost? Not exactly. Hey, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. What? No, how are you? No, hey Azul, nice to see you. I mean, you weren't like 100% polite to me last time we met. Sorry. How are you? Listen, Azul, I know, I'm just kidding, jeez. Well, you look really upset. It's actually kind of good to see you. Didn't get to thank you for what you did. You're welcome. It was really decent of you, not what I'd expected. You got me where I needed to go. Not a lot of drivers would do that. Yeah, this whole thing about, like, being anti-car or whatever. Why not? Because it's selfless. And driving is what? Inherently selfish? Yeah, it is. Excuse me? What? How so? Think about it. Every day you wake up in a totally modern, totally accessible city. I don't know about that. You use your 2 working legs to sit behind the wheel of a death machine. And you cruise around blasting shit into the ozone layer, consuming energy. Wow. When you could ride a bike or at least take public transit. Oh my god. This is so annoying. You don't think that's selfish? I wasn't sure how Azul wanted me to answer. I had come to get information, not a monologue. I think it's a little more complicated than that. What's complicated about it? Oh my god. People? Circumstances? I feel like me and Lena are like, you know, I feel like I definitely really vibe with her as a protagonist, because I feel like even without the, like, choice element and stuff, like, I don't know if that's just, like, me, but, you know. People, circumstances, I'd love to fight the power, but I also need money to live. See, that I get. Just say that. It's not that it's complicated. That is what that means! It is complicated. Oh my... What? What? I can't cope. There are obviously issues with cars, but also, holy shit. Yeah, like, accessibility. Yeah. There's so many reasons why it's complicated. Like, Cab drivers need to make a fucking living. Okay, also, public transport isn't accessible for all disabled people. Electric cars aren't affordable for a lot of working class people. Like, some people can't fucking cycle because of a physical impairment or any, like, whatever impairment that might mean that they can't cycle. Like, it is complicated. Like, excuse me? I can't. You need money, so you're willing to do something unethical. Simple. Ugh. Stop. You're pretty opinionated for someone who needed a ride. I'm so pissed off. I was in a bad place. Fuck you. So it's different for you, right? It's different for you than for other people. I can't. Listen, do you want to know something? I don't want to talk to you anymore, actually. I just want to know what happened to my friend and I want to leave. Also, cities are generally not very accessible. Yeah, 100%. And hospital trips, emergency appointments, all kind of things. Yeah, exactly. There are so many reasons why cars are needed. And there are so many reasons why people can't use public transport or bicycles, or why they can't, why they can't get electric cars. Like, there are so many, and the reasons ultimately at the end of the day are all encompassed by living in a disablist capitalist society. So I'm not the fucking problem for driving a cab to make a living. Like, I'm not the problem. The system is the problem. And this person, for anyone who wasn't here for the first part of the game, is like part of an anarchist group or something as well. But then they're yeah, that's it. Enough said, I think, right? The absolute fucking hypocrisy. Absolutely. Right. We are absolutely on the same page, chat. Ugh. Is it that I'm a bad person? Dickhead? It's why you're a bad person. Oh my god. Fuck you. Oh, okay, good. I'm kidding. So you didn't ask me about my arm. Why would I ask you about your well-being after you just tried to fucking tell me that I'm a bad person for driving a cab to survive? Like, what? I just want this to be over with. What happened? A couple years back, I'm coming home a little late, like 9 or 10. I was just in study hall, not up to anything, hop on my bike home. I'm about half a block from my house, and boom. Capra comes out of nowhere, doesn't even slow down. Boom. Oh god. Yeah, woke up in the hospital, arm is just a memory. Yeah. So also this happened. Their whole thing was like, oh, like, driving a car is fucking unethical because, like, it's a death machine, and I'm, like, anti-car, and, like, blah, blah. And, like, people being like, we gotta get rid of, like, neocabs because when people drive cars, because of human error, there are car accidents and people die. But then this person got hit by a Capra car, like one of the automated, like, self-driving cars. And so their take, I think, is that all cars are bad. And it's so fucking stupid because I said this in the last one as well. But it's not like a bicycle or a bus or a tram or a train or, like, whatever isn't also a fucking death machine. You know what I mean? Like, accidents happen. There are so many ways that people can die, and public transport can absolutely be part of the reason for that. You can die on a bike. Like, it's so insane to me to think that cars are the problem. Yeah. Woke up in the hospital, arm is just a memory. Listen, I'll pass on a lesson. Don't play chicken with those things. They love to talk about their 99.999% safety rating or whatever. Want to know the truth? I already know the truth. Okay? I wanted to know a truth, but maybe not this one at this moment when I came here because I needed info on my friend. For real, I showed up here because I'm looking for my friend, and you just found me and are having a tirade at me about fucking cars and how I'm a bad person for driving a car and I can't cope. So I needed to stay on their good side. Sure. Look at their fucking promos real close. There's an asterisk by the last 9 in 99.9%. What does it mean? That their 99.9 whatever rating is only against other AVs on the Capra mesh network. Their sensors see each other with perfect clarity, but that's the only testing they've ever done as far as we know. So some kid coming home late from study hall crossing in front of a Capra, just a smudge on its lens. And a settlement that only covered about a quarter of my bills. I felt for Azul. They were a little rough around the edges, but no one would deserve that. Yeah, no one deserves that, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, fucking deserves it because they're a jerk, but they're still a fucking jerk. Like, holy shit. This is the thing. Buses are super dangerous for cyclists too, but I presume they don't have an issue with them. Yeah. They're anti-car, and they keep being like, why would you drive a car when you could take public transport? And I'm like, what do you think public transport is? Like, what? Sorry, guys. Quick nose wipe. Oh, okay. I'm really sorry that happened. Whatever, but it's why I was so messed up the other night. You could say I've got a lot of complicated feelings about hopping into a car for help. I would like to stop talking to you now. A lot of bad memories came back. I get it. I'm sure you... Oh, okay, so they're anti-car because of their car-related trauma. This is so dumb. But you're probably not here to hear my life story. No, I'm not here to hear your life story. Thank you for noticing. So why are you here? Public transport is big car. Exactly. Exactly. I need to get inside. I'm looking for a friend. She's gone missing. Her name's Savvy, and everything in Azul's expression changed, and they stood up straighter. Savvy. You know Savvy? You know Savvy? No, seriously, Neocab, no bullshit. You know Savvy? Yes. Why do you think she's in there? Sorry, I feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Because this is the only Radix club I know. And you're, what, her friend? Business associate? She's my best friend. Can I please just get inside? I need to know she's safe. Who says she's in trouble? Look, I saw her last night. She seemed pretty worked up about something, said she'd explain when we met up in an hour or two. When she finally texts me a pin, I race over there and she's gone. But there's her phone smashed on the pavement. Huh, probably had a temper tantrum or something, smashed the phone and blew you off. Oh my god. Why are you like this? Oh, I also just noticed that these symbol, with the cog and the bug in it. Something about that. Oh, more eyes, more surveillance themes. Was this a game? Azul was playing devil's advocate with Savvy's safety. Do they have something to do with it? Maybe. Maybe they are acting hella suspicious, right? This is too much, even for her. And she would never leave her phone behind. But I figured I should come here because when I picked the phone up, there was this Radix sticker on it. Yeah, obviously. Why obviously? Because Savvy's not just a part of Radix. Savvy, like, is Radix right now. What the fuck does that mean? This sounds insane. Savvy's totally not the Radix type, or I mean, she wasn't a year ago. I guess anything was possible. I'd seen her reinvent herself more than once. Yeah, well, things change, Neocab. I have a name! God. Plus, it's easy to become Queen Radix when your boyfriend is the de facto king. Oh, I knew that. I knew it. I knew that her boyfriend was bad fucking news. Whose name is Jace? Or Jache? Or whatever. Whose name is that? I don't know, but it's bad news. Radix is non-hierarchical. There are no leaders, but it's definitely got cool kids. High school all over again. Who's the boyfriend? Jace. You don't know who she's dating? You don't sound like a great best friend. Why is this person such a judgmental piece of shit? What? Ah! 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 I mean, I don't feel like I have to justify myself to some fucking stranger who's just, like, adamant to be an asshole to me, but whatever. Yeah, right, yeah, just go on. Like, fuck you. Okay, so Savvy came in with Jace a couple months ago, wrapped around him like a scarf. Suddenly, she's at all the meetings. He's looking at her like she's this manic pixie bike girl. She's got all these bright ideas to take down Capra, and it's like, I don't know, classic. Do you think Capra might be tracking her? Weird to brush it off if they also know Savvy. Yeah, I think that it's like that the anarchist like organization that they're a part of is this Radix group, and that's how they know her. But it's still sus as fuck. Yeah, this person does suck. They do suck. Do you think there's anybody in LO Capra's not tracking? Oh my god. Like, why can't you just be helpful? I don't think that's it. But I'll tell you what I do think. I think it's no fucking surprise she's gotten into hot water. Why not? Because that's how the shit goes. Savvy, listen, I know her. And I know her type. She's smart, she's dynamic, she's pretty, she's charming. She is a dream girl. Oh my god. What are you implying? I mean, everybody's kind of in love with her. Everybody wants her time. One night she's with Jace doing political organizing. Next time I see her, she's hanging out with some edgy DJ. Then the other day I'm passing Capra Tower and I see her with this tech bro douchebag. A cappy shill straight out of Central Casting. Wearing a hoodie and everything. And hey, you'll like this, Neocab. She's getting into his car. That's interesting because Savvy made a comment about being anti-car as well when she was in our car in the first night. The misogyny is jumping out here. It sure is. It sure is. And I think that that's all the evidence that we need in this game, that non-binary people can be misogynistic too. Do you know who he was? I only got his first name. Said something like her and her friend Charlie were gonna go talk. But she said friend, like, you know. I don't. Like there was something going on, I don't know. Oh, don't worry about him, he's just a friend. That tone. Maybe they're actually just... Oh, do you have a thing for Sara? I mean, are they doing that, like, misogynist thing that people do, where they're like, yeah, that woman is like all the guys like her, and she's like a total slut, and it's actually because they like her, and the only way that they can seem to express that because they're the fucking worst is, like, misogyny? Like, I don't know. Do you have a thing for Savvy? Fuck it, let's ask. What, do you? I told you I'm her friend. And I mean, Lena also totally 100% has a thing for Savvy. And there's something there. But it sounds like you're kind of hung up. What, on her? Nah, I know better than that. Point is, I'm trying not to get involved. Oh my god. Seems like a recipe for drama, and that's some shit I don't need. Oh my god, so are you gonna let me in or not? Nah, no can do. Can I at least go in and ask around? Nah, you did a nice thing for me, Neocab, but I'm not letting you in. Stan's machine isn't your scene, anyway. I'm not gonna hang out, I'm going for Savvy. If you want to use Savvy's name to get in here, bring her with you. Is there anything I can do? You should probably just follow the trail of dudes she leaves in her wake. Oh my god. Get over it. Get over it. Find someone who gives a shit. Oh my god. You know, I've had it. I have had it. I mean it. Find someone who'd notice she's missing. Like the guys who follow her around like puppy dogs. Let it go. Oh my god. Right, so. Jace, Hot DJ, Capra Charlie. Easier than trying to get any Radix to talk to a death dealer. Mama. Fine. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. It's been great catching up near Cab, but I'm on the clock, aren't you? It's been a real fucking pleasure, you fucking piece of shit. You're welcome for all the help. Oh my god. Oh my god. Drive safe. I waved and headed back to the road. Follow the dudes. Jace I knew about, and when had Savvy not been stringing along some DJ. But hopping into a car with a Capra type, that didn't add up. Charlie, he must be the one she was meeting the night she disappeared at that rich person dorm, kinfolk. I didn't exactly have much to go on, but a clue was a clue. Christ alive. Unless it's the guy Savvy's dating that they're into. They seem very jealous. Yeah, they kept going on about it, right? They were just like, follow the guys. Why didn't you ask one of the guys that she dates? I don't know, are you into her? Like, it's just a tad defensive. I don't know, maybe I should have gone for them a little bit more. Because I did really want to fight them, but I also just wanted it to stop. So, oh my god. Alright, let's check our journal. Savvy is Queen Radix. 3 boyfriends. Jace, defected king of Radix. DJ, hot, edgy. Charlie, Capra bro. WTF. Everybody is kinda in love with her. Azul. Except me! I'm not in love with her. Alright, sure you're not. You're in between red and yellow. Okay. Between arousal, excitement, or anxiety. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So I need to charge up my car, and then I guess I need to do some more lifts. So who is this? Charlie Elliott. Oh, this might be the Charlie, right? Oh, I need 5 stars. Okay, so I need to do more lifts so that I can get 5 stars so that I can give Charlie a lift. Because that's probably the Charlie from Stella Buniel. Okay, well I need to charge my car anyway, but we're not giving a fucking Aganon a lift again because they never give me the good amount of stars. Let's drive up to that this charging station and then maybe give Liam or someone a pickup. But let's get some fuel. Yikes, a little low and I didn't know when I'd be able to charge up again. The asking price was $2.08 a bar. A little steep, but here I was. Oof. $4.17 for 2 bars. It's a lot of money. I don't know if it's more expensive because of where I am, but all right. We could give Liam a lift again. Carlos Wong. You coward. Klaus or this above all to thine own self be true. I don't know. Chat, do you have any feelings about who we should give a lift? Klaus Berg, student of the world, any opinions expressed on this feed are mine and mine alone. I'm thinking Stella or Klaus. I mean, I don't really want to talk to any white men, so maybe not Klaus. We could talk to Liam again, or try Carlos or Stella. I think that's the vibe. I think it might be nice to meet someone else. Carlos looks like a fucking, like, bro. Like a tech bro. So, someone who feels like they'll easily give you stars. Yeah, it's a good shout. So definitely not Aganon. Liam gave us 5 stars last time. But I wanna, let's try talking to Stella. Let's do it. Let's go with Stella. Hopefully this goes well. My nav led me into a desolate industrial area. The kind of place that reminds you it's a nightmare. It's nighttime. Freudian slip. I pulled up to an old warehouse that had been turned into lofts. A band was loading up in front with stacks of amps and 2 long-legged blue whale puppets with amplifier eyes. The hair is pretty sick. Driver, how many passengers have you had tonight? Why do you ask? Were they coughing at all? Showing any signs of infection? It's COVID. I hate to break it to you guys, but we're still gonna have COVID in the future. Fun joke. Very fun joke from me. It's okay, I'd just rather know so I can protect myself. No, they seemed fine. Is there something going around? Everything goes around constantly, that's the problem. Hey GB, thank you for being amazing. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in to the stream. How are you? Bird flu, swine flu, and people laugh, but Ebola is out there. By the time you show symptoms, you've already been contagious for 48 hours. Actually, they found a cure for Ebola. The spores from that rainforest beetle fungus. Good one. Didn't you get the shot for it? Where are my manners? Nice to meet you, Lena. I'm Ned. Oh, okay. I mean, they said that their name is something different from the name on their profile. I've been spending too much time around my grandson. Kids are like germ travel agents. Touch a Lego brick and boom, a virus is a one-way ticket to your immune system. You got any kids? No kids, just working up to getting a dog for now. Fantastic idea. Man's best friend. Well, certainly for this old-timer. Yeah, I mean, there's something happening. I mean, they don't look like an old person. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions about anyone, but, something's going on. Was this some kind of time travel situation? Maybe all my sci-fi dreams were coming true. We also did talk about time travel with the Quantum Witch earlier, so maybe. It's just briefly passing by to remind you that you're cool and awesome. Have a great stream. Thanks, GB. Say, you look like a gal I can trust. Got an honest face. Have you heard that before? Actually, I hear that a lot. Not just the part about being a gal. A gal. Well, between you and me, I've noticed a few strange things happening around town these last few days. Have you seen anything suspicious? I drive a cab in the middle of the night, so... I see. Now, I know we like our fair share of drama in our little hamlet, but I saw something the day that cheerleader gal turned up dead behind the video store. And well, a man can't be having scares like that at my age. You sure can't. I'm so close to making it to the 21st century. I can't have the old ticker give out now. Okay. Things are happening. What year do you think it is? Oh god, break. I know you see me like me, in my actual body. But normally I'd appear to you as a middle-aged man named Ned. Normally? I wish you had a headset. It's way harder to practice like this. So, like, did you believe the character? What is happening? Did you feel a mix of, what was it? Homespun charm and creeping murder mystery suspense? Ned, I need a little help understanding this. It's for an immersion. I'm actually a real actor, but the legit gigs never pay, you know? Okay. It's through Ojos Abiertos. Have you done one of their stories? Not yet. We're like any other immersion troupe out there. We bounce around the theater space, improving characters that we get like the day before. So the customer in the headset can save the girl or slay the dragon, or both, whatever plot pack they brought. Tonight's menu features a gritty historical mystery set at the turn of the century. Why to kill? Amazing. Featuring Ned, a schlub with a sordid tie to Newbury High's beloved murdered prom queen. Blah blah. Sounds like you don't love it. Whatever, it's money. A gloom settled over her. Savvy tried to drag me to this haunted house immersion last Halloween. One of my exes and one of her exes both ended up working there, and she said it would be like therapy to go axe murder them as evil zombies or whatever. I should have done it. That sounds great. So are people ever mean to you in these shows? Most people are cool unless they're drunk. Sounds familiar. I guess that they both work in like service industries where people can be absolute jerks. Um... Once I had some tourists who were convinced I was a super realistic AI. Uh-huh. She stared at her hands, and the gloom settled back over her. Sorry, they just dropped a bunch of new plots on us last night. Can I run another character by you? Sure. Okay, I'd play along. Anything to keep me from obsessing about Savvy. Sure. Lifesaver. So, on tonight's menu, I have 2 more characters. Frool, the dark Intraxis spiderling who guards the mirror of many faces. Or Thora, a bad girl witch who pulls you into hijinks at Cauldron Academy. I like the sound of Thora. Let's go with Thora. Ah! A high-maintenance friend with a strange power over you? Way too close to home. I feel cold out right now. I feel cold out. Not in a friendship way necessarily as much as a gay way. And I will leave it at that. Gotta say Frool, I guess. Okay, so imagine I'm 10 feet tall and I have 8 legs, countless glimmering eyes, and smoke billows out of my gaping maw. Cool? Is the smoke poisonous? Silence, manfolk! She stomped her foot so hard it shook the front seat. I love Rachel Amber. Oh, sorry, I mean Savvy. I can't believe that this is Life is Strange Before the Storm, but in the future. The description actually kind of made me think of Amity Blight from the Owl House as well. I have a type. What be the meaning of such disturbance to the most precious slumber of the Intraxis? Sorry, just looking for a mirror. So manfolk come to play with Frool. Thinks she's so clever, but she be a fool. Maybe I can do something for you, Frool. Manfolk can leave! Unless Daughter of Man believes she is worthy of Frool's treasure. Yes, beast, so hand it over. Not so simple, not so simple. Price of treasure is great indeed. Answer Frool's riddle, and manfolk will get what manfolk seek. Though the mirror of many faces may not be what manfolk think. Riddle me, Frool. Listen carefully. How many manfolk work for Neocab? So this is the kind of information a monster just has on hand. On claw. Our kind has much wisdom from the great before. Now guess before Frool eats a manfolk snack. How many manfolk people worked for Neocab? Did I even know that? We don't exactly have conferences. 3,000? Wrong. Manfolk be wrong. What's the answer then? The answer is none. Enough of your tricks, beast. Yes, many manfolk say they work for Neocab, but none of them actually do any work. What? Oh, Frool, you lovable rascal. No, no, I will not be defeated. Manfolk lose. Now manfolk must die. And break. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Frawl voice. I don't even know where that came from. Guess I got Frauled. Sorry, he got angry faster than I expected. Should I tone him down? I guess it depends on what the treasure is. Oh, I can't remember. I think it turns out that you were the treasure. Or actually, I think Frawl is the treasure. Sometimes we give away pens, too. Hey, that was really helpful. Thanks for playing along. I think Frawl might have some legs. That was nice. I really enjoyed that. Well, oh, missed that. A blocky computer flashed fatal error inside the passing cloud. A sexy witch winked at me and then zoomed away on her broom. Look at that. It's showtime. You're really good, you know. Thanks. The truth is the headsetters don't really care what we say, as long as they get the ending they ordered. Hopefully I won't be doing this much longer anyway. Take care. Aww. Her shoulders were slumped as she slipped past the lines at the doors. I'm sad that she hates her job, but we had fun. No one recognized her as a person they were paying to see perform, but of course they wouldn't. Right now she was in character only as herself, and that didn't seem like a role she wanted much at all. Yay, 5 stars. Thanks for being a good sport, treasure hunter. Aw. Yeah, my rating is perfect, baby. Oh, I need to charge. I don't know what launch crasher. Oh, that's crushers. Oh, okay. Night 2 is over. I'm gonna sleep for the night. Okay, I'm gonna pick somewhere to crash and then I'm gonna take a quick pee break, I think. But I will be back to play for a little bit longer. Let's charge. Yikes, a little low and I didn't know I'd be able to charge up again. Oof. 374 for 2 bars. Well, maybe I should have just got a full charge, but whatever. So these places are Capra capsules, but we're trying to avoid supporting Capra, and I can get a the Motel Azteca is the same price and it's not Capra. That's where I went last time, and I'm happy to crash there again. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Saving money, guys. I scanned the place for pine cones as soon as I walked in. None that I could see. That, plus the fact I could practically taste the relief of a cool mattress, had me asleep in record time. I dreamed of cactus flats again. I was back in my old room with all my little things, more pine cones and shells, and now a few crystals, some mismatched earrings, and a pearl-handled hairbrush. I touched each object one by one, and as I did, each of them hummed. The sounds built on top of one another into a beautiful song. The song wrapped me up, so I felt safe. Then it buzzed inside me with so much energy I felt like I could fly. Then someone else was in the room, and I knew that they shouldn't have been there. I wasn't flying. I couldn't fly. And all my little things went away, one by one, in poofs of dust as their songs became screams. I started to vanish, too. My body just blinked away, piece by piece. I was nowhere and nothing. Dang. I woke up. I only made it to the lobby in time to scrounge the last lone muffin on the table. When I took a bite, it didn't scream. I couldn't tell if I was comforted or disappointed. Oh, hey, Henry! Thanks for the raid. Welcome to the stream, Henry and friends. How are you guys doing? What were you just playing? What were you just streaming? Back to work. Well, seeing as we have guests, I'll play a little bit more before I take my break. Azul suggested I track down Savvy's boyfriend, a DJ named Jason, a techie named Charlie. It was a long shot, but maybe one of them or both of them took a neocab. Okay, time to do some investigating. Streaming RimWorld. That sounds like a fun time. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just finished night 2 on this game. I don't actually know how long it takes and how the plot progresses, but I'm having a really good time. What is RimWorld? I've never heard of that. What is that? I mean, it sounds silly and fun, potentially. But what is it? Okay. Let's check our journal. Okay, that was that guy, that person, sorry, being misogynistic about Savvy and us writing that down. Oh, what is this? That is the Neocab logo holding up the Capra logo and saying, "We will finish you," and a little doodle of a cat and a little doodle of that funky S that we all used to draw in school. Okay, let's check out the map. I also feel like I need more money. I haven't been making enough money. Oh, it's the Quantum Witch again. Liam and Carlos again, even though we haven't seen Carlos yet. So I think I'm gonna charge up my car because I have insufficient charge, and then I'm gonna pick up Charlie so we can get some clues about what's happened to Savvy. A little low in charge. Yeah, let's charge up the full way this time. Let's. Oh, it's cheaper. Oh my days. Yeah, I'll happily charge the whole thing. All right. I've been avoiding white men, but let's do Charlie. Yeah, let's do Charlie. 5 stars. Wouldn't you like to know? Seems like he's gonna be an absolute piece of work. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give him a ride. I'd learned not to bother with golden prime packs back in the flats. The small boost in fare wasn't worth the huge dose of entitlement that typically come with them. Oof, can't wait. But if this guy was involved with Savvy, there probably wasn't anything typical about him. Plus I needed information, desperately. There he is. Here for Charlie? That's right. How's your night been? Oh, you know, drink to forget bad memories. He's got the fucking, fade, the little fascist haircut that everybody is getting nowadays without knowing, sometimes with knowing, that it's a fascist haircut. And all you get are new ones. Should I put that on a throw pillow for your backseat? His face was shiny with sweat, and he smelled like if you poured a bottle of whiskey into a gym bag. The dead giveaway. The beard. Yeah, the beard is bad. The beard and the haircut are bad. He'd been clubbing, just like on the night Savvy disappeared. My palms went clammy on the steering wheel. There was a chance this guy knew where she was right now. I'm gonna say play it cool. I don't really want to risk aggravating a guy like this. By which I mean a white guy with money. Oh, fuck. Okay, I was too worried about her to pull that off. Okay, so we can't do that, so we have to be direct. Listen, I think we have a friend in common. What? Do I know you? No, but I heard she was hanging out with you right before she disappeared. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. Just tell me, do you know where Savvy is? committing to it. Oh my god, fucking Savvy. This is a nightmare. Are you a cop or something? No. No, I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not saying anything. Great, I'd scared him silent. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I'm just really worried about her. Trying to salvage this. Savvy's been my best friend since we were teenagers. I watched him for any sign of recognition. Hadn't she told her latest guy about me? Lena from Cactus Flats? Yeah, okay, I remember now. Lena. She made me help clear out her extra room for you. That girl lives like a garbage rat. My mind raced with questions. He sighed and a cloud of whiskey musk filled the car. If I could just figure out when he'd seen her last, seems like the smart thing to do, because I'd like to know how they knew each other, but that's not really urgent, and, you know, he might not know where she is right now, but we could get a lead out of him, so... When did you last see her? The night we went to Stan's machine. She finally got me on the list after making me wait like months. But then she kept disappearing into this dingy back room and leaving me alone with the buzzkill Radix types. Fucking buzzkill, fucking anarchists, man. So I went there and she was yelling at Jace, who is a DJ apparently. Have you ever seen someone argue with a guy in a giant light-up helmet? Hilarious. I swear I saw it in a dream before. What were they arguing about? About you, actually. Ooh. She wanted him to go pick you up or something, and he just wanted to drop his fucking sick beats. Ugh. Bro just wanted to drop his sick beats. When she left, she said she was gonna meet you. Guess that didn't happen. I could feel him holding something back. His leg bounced up and down so hard it rocked my seat. I need to know... Oh, okay, we can move through these. That's good. I needed to know exactly how they knew each other. So, how long have you two been together? Together? I have a boyfriend. He's gorgeous and we've been chat every day, which is not easy when he lives in Oslo, okay? Okay. Okay, dude. I don't... Okay. She was my work wife. Technically, she worked for me, but a lot of Cappies have a stick up their ass, you know? Excuse me, I'm gay? The woman works for me? I don't respect... I need you to know that I don't respect women in any way. Take away their... Ugh, oh my god. Let's try again. Take away their Vita powder and their whole OS crashes. It was so nice to have someone that could talk about something besides crypto and fro yoga. Ah! I don't know, she actually listened. Savvy worked at Capra. Didn't you know? She always said Capra was the enemy. So Savvy was a double agent inside Capra. What do you work on? Okay, that I really can't tell you, especially you. I practically signed away my life in NDAs to get on this team. Great. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, not victim blame or, like, individually blame him for NDAs being a thing that corporations do, but he just seems so blasé about it. Like, I really wanted that job. I signed a bunch of NDAs to get this job. I'm not telling you shit. Like, okay. You've heard of Sophie's Law? I definitely have. Well, as soon as it passes, I can fill you in. Everything he told me swirled in my head. None of this makes any sense to me. Savvy is missing and mixed up in something awful, and I don't know how to help her. Oh god, don't start crying. Handle your shit, girl. Oh my god, he fucking sucks. Oh my god. It sounds like we thought we knew two very different people, but it was really just one snake. So forget about her. Am I in danger? Obviously, yes. Christ, do they even have schools in Cactus Flat, or do you all just rub sticks together? Oh my god, add classism to the list. What a jerk. Look, the night she disappeared, there was a data breach on the office network. Capra detected some suspicious activity and went into total lockdown. Me, Savvy, and everyone on our team got suspended and called into OPSEC one by one. They grilled me for 5 hours. Finally, I figure it out. They think I'm the thief because the stolen data is just a straight copy of my hard drive. And guess what? Savvy's the only one of us who never shows up to the principal's office. Why would she do that? I'm trying to, like, ask open questions a little bit, and even as much as I would love to antagonize him right now, I've got access to everything. My shit is fully encrypted, of course, but if she managed to get past that, she'd have all of Capra's nudes. Sort of weird way of putting it. And girlfriend has some real problem areas. Oh my god. He is literally like one of those, like, white gay men. Like, this, I swear to god, this is why, like, gay men make me homophobic. They just... everyone in this game sucks, lol. Yeah, there's like... There have been, like, a couple of nice interactions, but, like, a lot of... yeah, there are definitely a lot of people that suck. Like, I really like the car ride with Fiona, and the one with Stella, and the one with the Quantum Witch, even though that was fucking weird. But, yeah. I can't believe he's fucking talking about the company like a girlfriend had some real problem areas. They cannot let that happen. They won't. Wait, I think I'm gonna lean into the voice with him a little bit, maybe. What would they do? Track her with every single piece of Capra tech in this city, including the cops. Apparently, my drive pinged her Capra badge that night and sent up some kind of flare. They tried to get to her, but she's been invisible since. I felt my stomach drop. Sorry, Savvy. What have you done? Playing both sides. I seem to keep getting, like, some kind of achievements for the choices that I'm making, so I'm interested to see if I can access that as, like, a list or something later on to kind of, like, have a look at it. But anyway, we were almost to Charlie's drop-off. There was so much more I wanted to ask him. Can I call you or meet up again? Are you fucking serious right now? Well, thanks for talking. We're done talking. Wow, he's gonna tank my rating. And if you ever try to contact me again... He let the threat linger as I pulled up at his building. Straight to the cops. Great. Fantastic. Well, I fucked it, but also the guy was an absolute piece of shit, so... Worst driver ever. Oh my god! I knew that he was like a jerk, but holy shit. 1 star? Talk less, try smiling. I told you he was a fucking misogynist. Oh my god. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. I'm so mad. Oh my god. That tanked my rating. Oh my god. My rating is 2.6. Shit. Oh my god. Fuck. I mean, Savvy seems sus, but also everyone who knows about her sucks, so who knows? Yeah, I think both can be true, right? Like, I think that she is sus, and also everyone who knows her sucks. Yeah, fucking prick, man. Like, I don't know, like, I just think that you have to be a certain kind of person unless an Uber driver does something. Like, I can't even think of like what an Uber driver like would do for me to tank their rating like that, you know? Like this is how people who don't have very much money in the first place like make a living, and you're like threatening that, you know? Like, it's such a fucking dickhead thing to do. Anyway, Savvy's double agent, Radix, and Capra. Where is Charlie's data? Also, Charlie is the worst. Yeah, he's the fucking worst. Piece of shit. Well. Oh, hey, it's Gideon. Oh, we got Fiona again as well. Sam Lucas, Ali Bream. So I haven't talked to Anthony, Ali, or Sam. Unless an Uber driver puts your safety at risk, I would never go below a 4. Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah. I mean, part of me kind of wants to talk to Gideon again. Or even Fiona, just because I really, liked them. I'm interested in talking to other people, but like I said, I'm not really interested in talking to white men. So if I was gonna try to talk to someone new, then it would probably be Ali. So let me know what you think, chat.
Hey, GP. Say hello to your adoring fans. Oh, our pooch is really popping. Oh, our pooch is really sticking out. Oh, hi. Hi, Game Assist community. Also, we match, like mother, like daughter. Oh, she smells so good.
My partner asked what the circle with the 3 arrows inside is on the Game Assist logo. That's a really good question. The circle with the 3 arrows inside it is an anti-fascist symbol. So sometimes on like anti-fascist flags you'll see that symbol with the circle with the 3 arrows pointing down. It's like an anti-fascist thing. And then we also have like the Venus symbol for women, the trans symbol, and the little like wheelchair symbol to symbolize the disability justice movement. Okay, I'm gonna take another quick sip of water. I'm doing a lot of talking, so.
Gotta keep hydrated.
Okay, did anyone have any thoughts on who they wanna give a ride, or are we easy? I think that if there isn't like a vibe in the chat, then I might be interested in chatting to someone new. I'm sure that I'll get opportunities to talk to some of these folks again later, so I might try Ali. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's give Ali a ride. Sorry, I'm running to meet you, but still 2 blocks away. Can you just stop at the next corner instead of the pickup zone? I'm out of breath. Great, not doing what the PAX wanted could hurt my star rating, but pulling over in an AB zone would risk a stop from the LOPD. Jesus Christ. Okay. Not to mention a ticket that could set me back some serious coin. I'm not gonna risk the cops. Sorry. I'm not gonna risk the cops. I couldn't risk the ticket. I drove past the pin a block or so and pulled up to a drab warehouse that had been turned into lofts. Hey, sorry, can we go? Oh my god. Yeah, she looks rad. Of course. It's cool. I glanced at her suit for a second. What was she wearing? I mean, whatever she's wearing looks fucking sick. Half my packs have those hollow space displays, but the full body thing. My best friend was missing, I had nowhere to stay, and my packs was covered in weird gadgets. Was this my life now? What's good? Any plans tonight? Yeah, kinda. I just moved here. I mean, I don't know if I should, like, again, in real life, don't know if I would be this open, but I'm kind of tempted to just fucking talk to this person about my problems. Sure, yeah. The friend I'm supposed to be living with has gone radio silent. My friend and soon-to-be roommate is being beyond flaky right now. Crap, that's terrible. I'm sure it'll be fine. I took a deep breath. Come on, Sabby, please be okay. Please let me know you're okay. Totally, her phone probably just died or something. Why am I always surprised when I get a sweet PAX? Because people kind of suck and it can be kind of hard to expect the best from people. That's why. Especially if you work in a service industry. Like, no one blames you for finding it hard to believe when someone is nice. Thanks. Oh wait, I gotta top up. Mind if I plug in? The suit's running low. My car's battery was terrible at holding a charge, but it looked like I could spare some at the moment. I'm fully charged, I think, so I'm gonna risk it. I needed a good rating more than the charge. Sure, happy to help. Thanks, gotta stop forgetting to charge at every stop. Capra makes you pay extra to use the port in their cars. Hey, we don't nickel and dime people here at NearCap. Never let people say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing. Hey! I want to know what that's about. What's your job? Maybe this good deed will help me when I'm limping along to a charging station later. You don't have to worry about your rating with me. I used to be a Capra mate. Keep it above 4.8 stars or else. Hey Daz! How are you doing, pal? Thanks for joining the stream. Sounds familiar. Yeah. Sounds familiar. It's 4 for us. You ever work for Capra? I did. Never again. A lot of drivers went into Capra mates after the culling. We got a pretty raw deal. Capra just patched our cars over the air. I was right at the beginning of a shift. I booted up, but the wheel was locked. Then it drove me home. Seriously? I would have freaked. So, wait, sorry, one sec. How long have you been driving for NeoCab? Just joining to lurk while I study defamation. Yay! Well, good luck with studying, and good luck with your exams coming up. Thanks for joining to lurk. This game has been super interesting and super, super cool. And there's a lot to talk about with it for sure. So I've been having a good time for sure. I hope people in the chat have been having a good time as well. Above 4.8. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty high, but I get the point of it and like yeah, because I don't know, like we were saying earlier, right? Like I feel like unless an Uber driver like literally like puts your safety at risk. Like, that's their living, you know. Like, I would generally, like, give them at least 4 stars. I don't think I've ever given an Uber driver under 4 stars before. 4.8 might be pretty high, but I get it. It's so annoying when packs try to pretend they didn't just zone out into their hollow space for a second. Almost 2 years, but I try not to think about it. Moving on though, what's your opinion of Neocap, the company? Was I missing something about these questions? And how honest did she expect me to be? Pretty mixed, really. Neocap corporate jerks us around sometimes. But Capra is pure evil, so... She's kind of like not 100% listening or paying attention, which is a bit... I mean, she seems nice enough, but that really rubs me the wrong way. Like, for obvious reasons, it sucks when people don't actually listen to you. Oh hey, did you see the sign we just drove past? That's like the best banh mi in town. The words went straight into my stomach. I hadn't stopped to eat all night. Ooh, do they have vegan pâté? No, but they do this machine-spun soy protein fiber mesh. It's like umami cotton candy. So, hey. Would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? I know what she's doing! I know what she's doing. She's collecting data. Fuck. Shit. Now I wish I hadn't been so honest. Fuck. Sorry, just processing that she's being a snake. You have a lot of questions. I certainly do. But it's a complex world, right? Lots of variables. You are not wrong. So you're probably against Sophie's Law, right? Like, obviously. Why would a Neocab driver be for something that bans all non-automated cars? Right. But anyway, the vote is in a few days, so it'll all blow over soon. Blow over? If the law passed, it looked like I'd be out of a job. A Capra buzzed by me. Of course, make human drivers illegal, and how else would people get around the city? So, I know it's dumb, but I just need a clear answer. Here, I'll repeat the question. This pisses me off for obvious reasons, but somehow it almost pisses me off more than some of the other interactions because she's like pretending to be nice so that she can record data and use us, and I just think that that's really shitty. It's like worse. Wait a sec, was she reading these off some kind of script? So what's that you're wearing? Oh, right, you're new in town. I do surveillance for Capra. Surveillance? Yeah, like surveillance is from above, surveillance is from below. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think Capra is below anybody. Well, it's like surveillance is what the cops and the NSA do. What Capra does is data collection, business intelligence. You know, help the community improve service. They've got cameras and sensors all over the suit. I'm like a big sponge sucking in data from everything and sending it to Capra. So those questions are what Capra wants to know about us, huh? They let us chat a little bit, but yeah, it's their questionnaire. Like, opposition research stuff. Gotta fill my quota. Wow. I'm really sorry. I just assume everyone I talk to knows. So I'd been talking to Capra this whole time. About me. About the job I scraped together when they fired me. I felt my shoulders tighten and dug my nails into the wheel. All the Capras snaking through the lanes suddenly came into focus like a swarm, like I was surrounded. Tried to breathe. I gotta say, I wish I'd gotten some warning. Oh no, that does not look good. She was staring right at my wrist. My field grid was blazing red. Let me switch this damn thing off. Can you do that? The color thing does is like a emotional state indicator. So there's like 4 areas in it. And obviously, like, when we were playing this last week, I was talking a lot about, like, how, like, problematic there is. And so there's a bunch of conversations in the last stream about that. But, like, the 4 main areas are, like, red, blue, green, and yellow. And yellow is kind of like joy, red is anger, blue is sadness, and green is like calm, I guess. And they have like the thing in the corner that comes up, the like spectrum, and it kind of moves between that. And then if it gets too far, if you get too intensely emotional of like whatever the emotion is, then it can shut off certain dialogue options. Like you can't say something because you're too angry or something like that. And also what you say can contribute to your emotional state. And yeah, which is quite like an interesting mechanic for a lot of reasons. But we talked about that like a lot in the last stream. So when I eventually upload that to YouTube, that's something that people can go back and watch if it's not on Twitch still. But I will eventually upload that to YouTube. But yeah, it's a really interesting mechanic. And then Lena, the protagonist, she's wearing like a bracelet that shows like one of the 4 colors of like, so other people can see what her emotional state is. So that's what's happening right now. I just did. I should have realized when you said it's your first night in LO. All this stuff is normal to me. We're so focused on our metrics. It's a terrible introduction, but welcome to Los Ojos. We got great food and a shitty panopticon. Yes, it is a shitty panopticon, carceral state, all of that. But I'm a bit confused in the sense that, like, she seems to both be, like, understanding, like, the criticisms of Capra, and, you know, Capra is sort of like a symbol for why capitalism is bad. And, like, surveillance and policing and panopticonism, she's like, oh yeah, it's bad, it's shitty. But she's still, like, recording data for them? Like, what? Shitty panopticon, yes, like wet water. Yeah, exactly. There's no such thing as a good panopticon. Oh. Okay. Won't you get in trouble for shutting it off? And I know that we talked a bit about how, like, depending on your circumstances and stuff, like, you know, for example, like, driving a car for a living, you know, is something that, you know, you do, and even though it has, like, environmental effects or whatever. But, like, I feel like there's a difference between that and between doing surveillance for a mega corporation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to articulate it exactly, but I mean, I also don't imagine that job pays, like... I don't know. Okay, I feel like maybe I need to kind of, like, dwell on my thoughts about this a little bit, but yeah, it's interesting, because I think that when the conversation started, she was talking about gig economy, like worker solidarity, and now she's talking about about panopticonism, but also I don't know, I don't know how to feel about it yet. But if chat has any thoughts, then definitely please do share them. I might, but it's not worth making you miserable, you feel? She was quiet for the first time. I could feel her relaxing now that the suit had gone dark. Ali flashed a smile at me, and I could finally see her face. Anyways, I love your hair. I cut mine short like that once. I miss it. In this heat, I just want to shave it all off, but that's a whole look, you know? Am I babbling? It's been too long since I've talked to someone real. Ever since I took this job, it's like I'm just a passenger in the suit, you know what I mean? Capra does the talking, and I'm along for the ride. I got that when I was driving for Capra too. I still have the keys somewhere. I should mount them like antlers. Definitely. I pulled up to a shopping center, skyscrapers on one side and the skeletons of their future neighbors on the other. Hey, Ali. Don't give up, you'll find something better. Yeah, gotta stay on your hustle, right? Thanks for not kicking me out of your car. I'm not like 100% sure how to feel about this whole thing. I guess I'm not 100% sure what the, like, situation is for workers like her, either. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one has given me a lot to, like, process and think about how I feel about it, actually. I feel like some of the other ones have been a bit more, obviously, like, quite emotive and very, like, had pretty clear, like, feelings about it, but this one I'm a bit like, oh, I actually don't know how I feel 100% about it. I wonder if this whole interaction is meant to show just how pervasive Capra are. I mean, I think that's definitely a part of it, yeah. There's not a lot of context given here. Much to think about. Never let him say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing, right? Damn right. I'll hit you up if I need a real human again. Good luck in Los Ojos. I watched the suit blink back to life as she vanished into a crowd of shoppers. Looked like Capra could find their way into my car no matter what. Even through a sweetheart like Ali. Yeah. I don't know, guys. It's a lot to think about. Aw. Gig folk gotta stick together. 5 stars. Well, she saved my rating, and she did show gig worker solidarity, so I gotta give her that. Oh, I got a text. Lena, from unknown number. Holy shit. It's Savvy. Are you okay? OMG, Bunny, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. I need your help. OMG, it's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? I could say tell me you're okay, but she's not okay, is she? I feel like to me she just doesn't seem particularly aware, right? What do you mean, Charlotte? Like, are you talking about Ali? What do you mean by that? I would love to hear more. Like, aware in terms of being very aware from a research point of view. Yeah, I don't know. I think that she seems to, like, have, but not really considering how her job has an effect on others. Yeah, I get you. Because I guess that, like, I still kind of feel like there's a bit of a difference between, like, driving a cab for a company and doing surveillance for a company. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would consider Ali's job like the way I feel about, like, someone working for, like, the Home Office or the police or whatever. And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like those are things that I understand that people have hardship and they need jobs, and sometimes, like, gig economy jobs are, like, the only thing that's available for some people. But I know that, like, choice is a concept that there isn't like freedom of choice under capitalism, right? That's obviously, like, liberal Western society kind of tries to shove this idea that, oh, we have, like, complete freedom of choice down our throats, but that's just not true, because under capitalism we do have limited options, and there's only so many choices that we can reasonably make because of our circumstances, depending on who we are and what our, like, material position and power in life is. But I think that you could have a choice between, like, you know, doing surveillance for Capra and driving a car for Neocab. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like, driving an Uber is not the same as working in HR recruitment, union busting at Uber. Yeah, totally. I get that for sure. I wonder if it's considered a higher or more qualified job than what Lena does, like, culturally in this hierarchy. Yeah, that's an interesting point, right? Because that was something that I felt like, I'm not 100% sure, like, how to feel about this, partly because I don't feel like I have the context of, like, what her... Because she kept saying, like, gig worker solidarity and stuff like that, but I didn't really have context about, like, how her job is, like, a gig job, or I don't know if she's talking about the job that she used to have rather than, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, because I think that, like, working in the gig economy or, like, the service industry, like, driving an Uber or working retail or something, like, none of that shit, like, makes you a bad person. Like, you don't have many choices, you need money to survive, it's fine. But I also don't think that those things are, like, as direct, like, anywhere near as, like, directly complicit in capitalism as, like, literally doing surveillance or working for the police or something like that, right? Like, yeah. But you're right, like, I feel like there's some context that's lacking in there to really, like, make a judgment or, like, have a fully formed opinion on it, so it's a bit of a weird one. It could be for financial reasons, but yeah, we don't know. It felt like there wasn't enough context for sure. With regards to the messages, I wonder if she's not receiving messages back and only sending them. Interesting. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. I need help. Please tell me where you are. Oh my god. Can't say right now. Is this really you though, Savvy? Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who the fuck else calls you L Bunny? LOL. I just need to make sure. I didn't realize that was L Bunny. And I'm silly. Literally just ask me anything. What did you break at my 19th birthday? My heart! Probably. OMG, you are so paranoid. I broke your favorite mug. It was shaped like an avocado. Okay, maybe it's you. When we were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you a bitch, slut, dyke, etc. You came to me crying and you wanted to move or whatever, and I said, fuck that, we can teach them a lesson. So your girl tracked them down and found their bullshit man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? I want to know what happened next, though. Kinda. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Sure, why not? LOL. We found their van parked out back and came fucking locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. You do always find your enemies. That white creeper van was easy to find, even easier after we tagged it up. Trust fund maggots, hahaha. They could have just started a punk band. We fucked that shit up. We're lucky they didn't call the cops. LOL, they're lucky you didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready, but you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. Heart emoji. You're the best. Heart emoji. Okay, maybe it's really you. Finally. Okay. Where are you? Soon, I promise. I just need one more favor, though. What is it? I know you're trying to help, but please, 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 I need you to be super careful about who you talk to. I've been hearing some whispers about you asking questions about me. Whispers from who? I know you're trying to help, but please remember, don't talk to anyone who works with Capra about me. They're gonna lie to you. You seriously can't trust anything they say. Okay, so Charlie. Right? Of course not. Capra is fucking dangerous. You seriously have no clue how dangerous, and I want you to stay safe. I'm hearing bad stuff on my side, and it's bad. Plus, they'll totally take you down with me if you give them a chance. Just don't go digging anymore into it. Okay, digging done, I guess. Thanks, Lena. Means the world. Okay, gotta go. Seriously, so close to all of this being done. Can't wait to see you. My little L bunny. Heart, heart, heart. Love you so much. Talk soon, I promise. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck she thinks she's doing, but I am still really, like, annoyed in terms of, like, how she is behaving towards her friend in this situation. I think this is really, like, messed up. Like, I don't know, I just think it's messed up. Like, I don't know what situation she's in, and I don't have all the context, so maybe I shouldn't, like, judge. But I think the fact that, like, her friend, like, moved to the city and was ready to move in with her, and she's like, I can't tell you where I am, and you need to stop asking questions about me. I promise this will be done soon. And then she's put her friend in a situation where she's in a new city, and she doesn't have anywhere to live. Like, what? What is that? That's so messed up. Wait, they're not dating. Okay, they are friends. They are, big air quotes, friends. But there's 100%, like, there's There's a vibe. There's a vibe. There's potentially some history. Yeah. This all seems really sussy. She seems weirdly too chill, you know? Yeah. It's, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. I don't like it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know that I want to say love you too, because I don't love the way that she's acting. So I'm just gonna say be safe. Send. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my fuel grade, yellow. I had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. One more ride. One more ride. I decided to push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. I want that sweet, sweet content. Okay, let's check our journal. I've always got your back, Chica. Trust fund maggots. Aw, it's them holding hands. Yeah, I mean, this has gay vibes, right? Like, that's gay. Seems very queer in here. Yeah, 100%. Also, don't believe anything Capra says about me. Okay, is this the priority right now? Yeah, I don't like it. So the duality of this situation is that there's 100% like a vibe, like there's a queer vibe to their relationship, but also not a healthy one. not a healthy vibe. Yeah, it's not 100% like, we're not 100% sure like what the history between them is, but again, like when it gets uploaded to YouTube, like people can watch back and stuff, but I talked a lot about this in the first episode when it was happening, that I really didn't like the fact that Savvy gave us like a fucking like a bracelet thing, and she was being like, oh, I know that like, you know, sometimes you don't talk to me about stuff, so I got you this mood bracelet so I can tell how you're feeling, so you can't lie to me. And I was like, what? Excuse me? Yeah. Okay. Let's... Okay, we can't pick up loot because we're not on 5 stars. We're not gonna talk to Charlie for a lot of reasons. I guess I could try Carlos, because we haven't talked to Carlos before. Let's give Carlos a ride. Driveway blocked. I'll wait for you on the next corner instead. Thanks. Not again. Not doing what the PAX wanted could hurt my star rating, but pulling over in an AV zone would risk a stop from the LOPD. Not to mention a ticket that could set me back some serious coin. I'm not gonna fucking risk it with the cops. Sorry. I'm not gonna risk it with the cops. I drove past the pin a block or so and pulled up. Blah, blah, blah. He flashed a grin as soon as he saw me. My stomach flipped. He was kind of handsome. Sure, whatever you say. I tried to ignore it. Not hard for me. I should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my life in Los Ojos, maybe with a spicy margarita. Now I didn't even know if she'd ever have a normal life again. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? I don't see it. Yeah, I mean, there is the fact that we're lesbians, but also, I don't see it. What was she thinking right now? Hey, Lena, right? That's me. I also don't see it. Thank you, Daz. Thank you for your bisexual opinion. Validating us. Thank you. Carlos, nice to meet you. I caught his eyes in the rear view. He seemed too happy for this time of night. maybe not happy exactly, more like normal. It was like spotting a rare bird. I see you've been doing this a while. How can you tell? You keep your wrists very straight. RSI? It flares up every now and then. Do you have it too? No, but I can spot the signs. What do you do for a living? I take care of folks. What the fuck does that mean? There are some good exercises for that wrist you should try. I can send you some videos. You take care of folks, huh? Someone has to, right? What does that mean? That's creepy. That's ominous. What does that mean, bro? I don't want to live in a world where the rich live forever and poor die of measles. I'm guessing you folks don't have great insurance. Lots of ice packs and wrist braces. You know how they treat RSI now if you're on a Capra plan, right? They knit this composite weave into the tendons in your wrist. A Capra zoomed in front of me and I felt a twinge below my palm. Like my body was rejecting the very idea of Capra getting in my bones. Yeah, well, I'll ask more about it. Like putting pins in a broken leg? More like sewing frayed fabric back together. Keeps everything tidy, stops the inflammation, makes you a little superhuman. Sorry, didn't mean to drag you into a medical lecture. No worries. LOL, that's so vague. Like a doctor? Are doctors gig economy now? Who knows? Who fucking knows? Well, I was reading some interesting stuff the other day about, like, and I don't remember, like, which chapter it was in or, like, what the wider context was, but I think it was either in the book I was reading on social reproduction theory or in the Marxist Feminists Theories and Struggles book that I was reading as research for our upcoming video essay project. But there was a bit that was talking about how, like, doctors are, I mean, under neoliberal capitalism, like, doctors are, you know, like, there are kind of more attacks to healthcare happening that are putting, like, doctors that are traditionally, like, a middle class profession, like, are becoming more politically aware because of, like, attacks that are happening to their working conditions. And that the politicization of doctors is really interesting because it's kind of like a result of or connected to kind of neoliberal capitalism specifically, and the kind of like increasing like financialization and privatization of things, like of, you know, various areas of social reproduction in this country, which is like interesting. It's because it's still like, I think it's still considered quite like a middle class profession for like obvious reasons, but I think it's interesting thinking about that, isn't it? Like, especially when we think about like doctors, yeah, like activism and stuff like that. But yeah, it would be interesting to know in the context of the game and the like this like future phase of capitalism, like what position, like material and financial position, and what power doctors have in this kind of future version of capitalism, iteration of capitalism. For sure. Why am I always surprised when I get a nice PAX? Okay, I don't trust him that easily, but sure. So where are you headed? Well, this guy I know fell off a ladder. Might be a minor injury, might be serious. Won't know until I get there. Sounds painful. I'm like, I didn't choose the yellow option because I don't want to be even more like, you know, I just want to keep my distance a little bit, I guess. From the way he was breathing, it sounded like a bruised rib. So that's why I'm heading over at 2 a.m. But enough about my problems. It looks like you're having a rough night. Honestly, it has been a little rough. I'm trying to be, like, honest, but within reason. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how far that's been getting me, but I've been trying my best. I feel like that's how I try to be in life. I try to be honest within reason. I try to be honest, but I also don't trust people. That's kind of my one of the things that I struggle to deal with. Well, tell me. It's been a weird night. My best friend dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know if she's ghosting me or... Sounds like you need a better friend. A best-er friend? Engineer brain is going wild. What was it even a composite of? Especially given I have a whole bioengineering thing this semester. I guess it's a composite of some kind of fibers to act like tendons and some coating to help it connect. I don't know. That makes sense. I sure don't know anything about bioengineering, but that sounds reasonable based on what little I know. Sounds like the care part has been removed from doctoring, like Capra plan things are fixes, not medical care, you know? People with long-term health conditions aren't good for capitalism. Yeah, those are definitely interesting points, Daz. Interestingly, I was reading some stats on how, as doctors, workplaces become more volatile, there are also increasingly more women qualifying than men, plus more likely to be people of color because of how much importance is being placed on being a doctor in especially Asian colors because it's seen as a safe job financially. That's a really interesting point, Charlotte, for like a lot of reasons. Again, when I was reading about social reproduction, like, there's a lot of people who write about social reproduction have been making the argument that, like, under neoliberal capitalism, like with the rise of like the gig economy, while women are gaining more access to work, like productive for capitalism work, like paid work, while that has been happening, the economy has been becoming increasingly precarious, and certain kinds of labor have becoming increasingly devalued, and some people have kind of described that as like a feminization of the economy, because women's work is constructed as like precarious, as not valuable, as like all of those things, right? So like it's a feminization of work in that sense. Like the gig economy is arguably like a feminine kind of work and a feminization of the economy, which I think is like really interesting to think about. And I think that the stuff about like people of color being doctors is really interesting for a lot of reasons. But like, in addition to that, like, there's also this sense in which, you know, certain kinds of women, and I guess you could also say certain kinds of people of color, and what I mean by that is like, you know, rich white women or like rich POC, usually like internationally, they have loads of money and they, you know, come to the UK and bring all their money here. Them having access to certain areas of professional life only results in a displacement of labor. So in terms of social reproduction theory, like there's the sense that like a certain kind of woman, like white affluent women, get access to certain kinds of work and they can become like CEOs or girl bosses or whatever, but like the social reproduction labor, like the caring labor, that those women used to be responsible for is simply becoming more and more displaced onto other women. So if you think about the example of like a rich white girl boss like goes to her CEO job and she doesn't have any time to like clean the house or like whatever, so that social reproduction labor becomes displaced onto usually like a racialized woman who's like a domestic servant for like absolutely abysmal pay and stuff like that, right? And I think you can probably think of parallels in terms of doctors and in terms of like caring labor in that sense. So it also reflects on how much the profession is valued in Western society. Yeah, that was it. Feminization of the medical profession, like the idea of care as feminine. Nursing has always been like this. Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting one because like, I would say that like as more white women become doctors, more racialized and migrant women become nurses, right? So again, it's about that like displacement of caring labor, because like I would say that nursing is probably like still seen as caring labor and as feminine labor more than being a doctor is. But there, I think that you are right to point out that there's a sense in which we can argue that that the doctor profession is experiencing like a feminization of labor. It's interesting. Yeah, exactly. There are so many white women in marketing, and there are so many women of color working in care. And I think that the fact that like caring professions are increasingly that burden, that kind of labor is being put on women of color, and it's being displaced from white women, especially affluent white women, onto women of color, especially migrant women. Like poor women of color, migrant women, is 100% a thing. And when we talk about like people of color becoming doctors and having access to professions as well, we're talking about like an affluent kind of person of color, and that labor continues to be kind of displaced onto poor people of color, especially if we think about it in a global context, like in the context of global capitalism. A lot of labor becomes displaced specifically like within the global north onto as I've said, kind of like onto like migrant and racialized laborers, but also in the global south, like thinking about how, for example, a lot of industrial production doesn't occur in the UK anymore, but that labor has just become displaced to global south laborers in in all sorts of professions. But like thinking about textiles is an interesting one, because like textiles especially textiles factories used to be such a prominent industry that like white working class women were employed in this country, and now that labor has become like completely displaced onto poor like global south women of color. When we think about fast fashion and stuff, I think thinking about like displacement of labor in that sense is really interesting. But woof. I mean, this has been a really good tangent, but I just need a sip of water. Whew. Okay. Sounds like you need a better friend. A bester friend? I don't really like either of these. I guess that my least favorite option is we've got too much history for that, because I don't think that should be an excuse to let someone treat you like shit. She's not so bad. I get it. Just stress is the biggest predictor of heart disease, you know? I know why he's unattractive. It's because he's a doctor. And also a man, but... Thank you so much. That was super quick. He flashed another smile at me in the rear view. I hope your friend is okay. Me too. All the videos on treating ribs are a little vague. Hey, let me ask you, do you think it's better to be in a compression wrap or run the risk of pneumonia? Wait, videos? Oh, he's not even a doctor. Or maybe he is, because doctors fully... Sometimes you go see a doctor and they fully fucking Google something in front of you, and then they act like they know better than you about everything that you're experiencing, so... Yeah, I hacked my way into all the big hospital libraries. How do you think doctors learn this stuff? Medical school? Sure, where they watch videos. Relax, I have a pretty good treatment record. What's pretty good? It's like I said, I help folks. Oh dear. And folks don't worry about what's hanging on my wall, you know? Anyway, this is me. Great to meet you, Lena. Maybe I'll run into you again. So my nice normal Pax was a nice illegal doctor. I hoped he at least helped someone tonight. I stretched my legs and heard something rattle on the floorboard. I reached under my seat. A bottle of pills. Zerodonal G. Never heard of that. Prescribed by my doctor, Pax, to one Jonna Johnson? Cool, super legit, extremely legal. I tossed them in the glove box. Oh, do I want to run the risk of someone finding that I have illegal drugs that belong to someone else on me? Or, like, that seems like a risk to keep it. So, I don't know. Yeah, the history of textile manufacturing is really fucked up. Yeah, it is. He sucks, and yet in a different way. Sure does. Yeet him. Yeah, my instinct is to yeet him. I really do. I, as a working class woman of color, do not want anything to put me at risk. So, yeet. I tossed them out the window. I wasn't taking any chances with something like that. Sorry, Jonah. Well, it's not like keeping them in my car would do anything for me. So, for her, even. 5 stars. Don't want to be rude, but wish she could have met me where I asked. Went above and beyond. Thanks. Well, at least he gave me 5 stars, but, like, the fact that people keep asking me to pick them up in a zone where I could get a ticket, like, from the cops, like, that's a them problem. Like, you know? But at least he still gave me 5 stars. Your rating is 4.6. Okay. Not too bad. Definitely need to top up my battery, and then we're crashing for the night. Okay. I mean, I'm right by Azteca, and it's still the cheapest one, so yeah. Let's sleep there. I was actually looking forward to the dreams this time, anything to keep my mind off whatever was going on with Savvy. I let myself drift off, trying to prime my thoughts for the flying sensation again, and sure enough, I slowly realized that I was back in my old room. This time, I had a body. It was healthy and fast and strong and beautiful. I realized that I didn't need to fly, just pushing my feet into the ground felt incredible, like each step was the first breath after coming up from underwater. I felt like I was living for the first time. I couldn't wait to see where my feet were carrying me. But then I realized it wasn't my body. I didn't know whose it was. Someone thicker and taller and hairier and thinner, and I didn't know what shape I was anymore. I was looking at this body from the outside, and then I was looking at a lot of them. They piled up on top of me, higher and higher. I started to suffocate under the weight of those bodies. My last breath was someone's heel jammed in my mouth like a cork. Nobody saw me die. I woke up covered in sweat and grabbed a Danish on my way out. Sorry. You know how it is when you have a horrible nightmare and then you just eat a pastry and move on with your life. Sure do. It was over an hour before I could force myself to eat it. It was actually pretty delicious. Grabbed a Danish on my way out. Back to work. Night 4. Hold on, I'm quickly Googling cab. So, just doing a quick how long is neocab search, because I am thinking of calling it a night because I need to make some dinner. Damn, there are people saying that they finished this game in like 3 hours. I've seen playtimes ranging from 3 to 8 hours because, yeah, I guess I've been doing like 3 raids every night because I want to see more content, and I've been really enjoying the game, so I don't mind that much that it's been taking longer. But I think that based on what people are saying online, I think I could probably finish this game next time I play it. Like either next week or the week after for sure. Which is sick. But yeah, let's catch up on chat. It's so weird, just change the pickup location if it's that deep. Yeah, for real. Yeah, we are discoursing a lot as well, but I'm having loads of fun. Like, it's not necessarily that I'm in a rush to finish this game. It's just that I'm in a rush to get some dinner in my belly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys, and I'm gonna pick this up again next week. But I really having a really good time. Like, it's such a good game. There's so much to discuss. It's really interesting. It's so pretty. It just looks so good, and I can't get over how like good it looks. I'm really glad I picked this up. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time too. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for talking to me and hanging out and having a fun time together. And I'll see you next week. Bye, friends.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. If you aren't already, remember to subscribe and hit that bell button to know when we upload next.
On screen, you can find this whole playlist for this Let's Play, and you can find a link to our latest video essay. If you like what you see, consider supporting us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon is in the description of every video.
Thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.